solutions for America. This is the Sean Hannity Show.
9:25 to the top of the hour, as promised. Well, let's go back first to some of the Biden presser today. He didn't get tough questions that we've been, saying that he needs to ask. You know, for example, you and Schumer and Pelosi, you have 125 years combined experience, and what have you done? For example, why didn't you act with police reform after Ferguson and after Baltimore and after Cambridge and after all these other incidences? Why didn't you fix Chicago, Joe? That's Barack's hometown. Why didn't you do anything in Chicago? They barely mentioned Chicago. Thousands murdered and thousands more shot every weekend. It did nothing. You know, why did you say you didn't want your kids growing up in the, quote, racial jungle? Those are your words. You know, and he didn't really give the best answer, wasn't asking the real tough questions on the monuments and everything else, and what about defunding the police? You know, all of these things matter. You know, why did you say there are predators on our streets? Why didn't you do criminal justice reform, Joe? Why didn't you? How come you were not able to get record after record after record after record low unemployment for, every demographic group in the country? You know, I'd like to know where Joe stands. And, of course, he agreed to debate, says he's looking forward to it. Let's see if that pans out. But this is Joe. The one tough question asked about his cognitive abilities was pretty funny.
Last question real quick. Some have speculated that you are of cognitive decline. I'm 65. I don't have the word recollection that I used to have. I forget my train of thought from time to time. You got 12 years on me, sir. Have you been tested for some degree of cognitive decline?
I've been tested constantly. Look, all I got to do is watch me, and I can hardly wait to compare my cognitive capability to the cognitive capability of the man I'm running against. So, but I haven't yet. I have not been tested yet. Yes. I'm sorry. Who was I supposed to go to next week? Anybody? I got to make sure I get the Wilmington newspaper here before I get out of bed.
Who was I supposed to go to next? I didn't know that's how press conferences were. Wait, presidential candidate.
So this
yes, Linda, go ahead. Why don't you just jump in the middle of a sentence? Go right ahead.
We were texting about this earlier. It was so bad. So he looks out, right? First of all, Americans, you just can't vote for him because I can't do it. I can't listen to this man. I can't. It's terrible. And him trying to put a sentence together, my God. And so he goes. He's like, okay, I'm gonna stay, and I'm gonna be open for some questions. He pulls out a piece of paper, and he goes, okay, I have a list here. Who I'm supposed to go to? Okay. So is there an Alex from AP here? Okay, I got you on my list. Okay. I'm supposed to go to Mike. Mike, are you here from NBC? It's like, I'm sorry, are we ordering lunch meat? Like, what is going on right now? It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. And did you get the feeling I did? I'm just like, everybody. You can just feel, everyone's like, it's kind of like interesting. When is he going to lose it? That's what that whole thing.
No, that whole thing.
And then he's like, okay. And then they're like, they told me to take out my paper and write down the question. I mean, it is so obvious. There's so much effort going in behind the scenes, and I'm just telling you, there's no way, based on, we've played the montages a lot, I can play it again, it takes a lot of time now to play them, of this guy screwing everything up. I didn't know this too. Who was it that said it last night? Maybe it was Ari Fleischer, or maybe it was Matt Schlapp, I forget, saying that he would take office older than when Ronald Reagan left office. I didn't know that. And look, I mean, say what you will about Donald Trump. Maybe you don't like Donald Trump's style. Some people say, can you just tell him he doesn't have to fight on everything? Doesn't have to argue all the time. I know what his answer is because he told me in the town hall last week, his answer is, I wouldn't be here if I don't fight. He has to fight back against, the phony Russia. He has to fight back against every single attack, the phony impeachment. He still accomplished more than anyone in history in a short period of time. And with coronavirus, I don't care what Cuomo says. Cuomo was the worst behind de Blasio. That's not saying much. And then, of course, New Jersey, and then, of course, Pennsylvania, and then, of course, Whitmer. But all these state governors with their executive orders forcing COVID-19 patients into nursing homes. But Donald Trump had what was the largest and fastest and most comprehensive medical mobilization in the history of mankind. And they pulled it off.